Hi everyone, we are at Monck Provincial Park just outside of Merritt in British Columbia, Canada, and we are going to show you everything we can find out about this park.
Let's check it out. Monck Provincial Park is located about 20 minutes east of Merritt, BC, or a 3-hour drive from downtown Vancouver.
The road in is a little bit bumpy. I feel like I'm riding a horse. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw. Yeah, the road is paved and it's in decent shape, but very bumpy. And a bunch of cattle guards as well, so be sure to take it slow. We've just arrived at Monck Park Campground and we're waiting to get checked in, so we're going to go around and check out all the sites and see which ones are best.
So that you know before you come which sites are going to be big rig friendly, which sites are going to be closest to the beach, or which ones have the most room.
So it looks like a lot of the sites in this first little area are not necessarily good for larger campers.
You've seen one site, you can't make the decision based off of one site. There's a big camper right over there. Number 2 is okay. Number 3 is definitely not okay. Is this it for number 3? Oh, it's like both pieces. Oh, how interesting. Number 5, although the size is good, it's like right next to the outhouses.
I mean, some people prefer to be close to the bathroom if you're not using your own facilities, but we prefer to be kind of away from the outhouses. Yeah, 910 is a huge, nice double site. Very open, so if it was a hot, sunny summer day, you wouldn't have a lot of shade.
Well, almost all this area, really. All this like lower area, first little section here, just off the day use area. It's all like very open.
A lot of the sites look good, but there's not a whole lot of separation between some of them. Number 17 is one that we've starred because it's actually kind of got nice separation from other sites and it overlooks the lake as well. 19 and 21 are similar to 17 in that they have, you know, enough room and they kind of overlook the lake a bit too. Right around 25 and 26 is a pretty good area if you have kids because it's right by the playground.
Yep.
So we're just heading into the main kind of upper campground area now where the majority of the campsites are. Looks really nice. There's a lot more trees.
A few more trees, but sites are still overall fairly open looking. So It's really great if you have solar, like us. They all have a campfire ring and a picnic table, and the picnic tables look really nice and sturdy. I don't think they move, so you'll have to plan your parking around that, but they all seem to be pretty well placed.
Site number 40 looks pretty nice.
Do you want me to star that one?
Yeah. Yeah, 43 is pretty good too, right along the lake.
Yeah. 46 is really interesting tenting site because, same with number 3, because they have like an upper area where you park your vehicle and then a sunken area where you have your tents. So I think that's really cool.
54 is another good one right along the lake.
Almost everything right along the lake is pretty nice actually.
If you need a pull-through site, number 57 delivers. There's another playground right by site 60. All along the lake, kind of 66, 68, 70, they're all just like beautiful sites. We'd recommend any of those ones. Mel just noted around 86, 87, 88, kind of the far end of the park. Some of the sites seem to have like a little bit more privacy.
Yeah, they seem to be a little bit more spaced apart, a little bit more bush and brush kind of between them.
Yeah, so all the ones along the top end of the park are also really nice. They're just not quite as close to the lake, and we would prefer to be close to the lake, so you might have a different preference. And once you get to sort of the middle of the park, kind of 105, 106, you're actually up high enough that you've got a lake view even from these high up ones, so that's pretty nice.
So if you're coming with a tent, I would say the top tent site that we've seen so far is number 119 because it's a triple layer. And what I mean by that is You have one level for your tent, your plateau there, and then you go down a couple of stairs and you've got your dining area, and then you go down a couple more stairs and then you've got lots of space for parking. So it's, I don't know, it's like a whole little house. It's cute. It's a great idea.
We got super lucky. We came first come, first serve, and we got one of the best sites in the park. Number 40. Right on the lake. Very secluded. Lots of space. So couldn't have asked for a better site, that's for sure. Looks like we've got our own private pathway down to the lake too.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I've never seen a nest with baby birds in it before. Like, really, really cool. And like 5 seconds from our site. I think this is gonna be a good trip. The wildlife spirits are with us. These things are so big I could see them from the road while we were driving here. They look like the really big fluffy things from when a dandelion goes to seed, but these are way bigger. Yep. They're strong suckers.
They apparently don't work like dandelions. Here, let me try. All right, here's hurricane force wind. Once more. I don't think they're ready yet.
Here at Monck Provincial Park, there is a lake with a boat launch, so you can go fishing.
They do have water, but it is boil only.
They have bathrooms too, several of them throughout the park. So no showers, just toilets. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning here at Monck Park. Just thought we'd also mention that the cell phone signal here is really good. We haven't actually had any issues.
Yeah, I've had like 4 bars, 4G.
Yeah, and people are really friendly. The staff are amazing. They did tell us that if you're planning to come, any of the sites along the water typically are the most popular. Makes sense. We just happened to luck out that we were able to get one of them, but normally definitely reserve if that's what you're looking for. And we really like those sites. Those are our favorite ones, so I would recommend those too. She also told us that all of the sites here are reservable except for one. They have 132 sites in total. We like all of the sites for the most part. Almost all the sites would fit, you know, your standard 25-foot, maybe 30-foot trailers. So we've just come down to the beach area, which is very pretty. Day use area, the parking lot, there's lots of picnic tables, and we've just come across a whole group of marmots. Jay's gonna try and zoom in with the camera to get you some good shots. Man, they're cute little guys. Oh, and they make this cute little chirping sound.
So there's a marmot out in front, and he's apparently the lookout guy. Because when he chirps just like that, all the other ones stop and look.
They're on high alert. I don't know what they see right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't see anything. But
if it's us, maybe it's us.
I don't think it's us, because we've been sitting here a while, and it was
Yeah.
only just recently that he popped up and
Yeah.
started chirping.
And a raven flew by just a second ago, so maybe it's
Could be predator bird
aerial
alert.
threats.
We're going to check out a little walking trail that apparently has a nice view at the top, and we figured we'd take the Benny and give him a little walk too. if you come to Monck Park, make sure you do the trail kind of just north of the park. It's nice.
Yeah.
Got some pretty good views.
Yeah.
If you're doing this trail, the east side of the East Loop, it's a little bit steep. There's some stairs. Whew. A little bit of a workout. Benny's working hard. Mel was just complaining that she was getting too hot, and now we're feeling a couple raindrops, so problem solved.
I'll probably be too cold in a couple of minutes. It's a very fine line of comfort.
The West Loop comes down the hill, crosses the road, and then comes along the lake here.
And back into the park.
Some pretty steep switchbacks on this trail. Wouldn't want to fall down.
Well, that about wraps up our visit here and review of Monck Provincial Park. We hope you enjoyed.
And if you like this video, please be sure to give us a like, subscribe, hit that bell. We really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And in the meantime, keep on living the life you've imagined. So we're pretty impressed with everything so far at Monck Creek Park. No, wait. At Monck Lake Park.
We should know where we're staying. Monck Provincial Park.
That's it? It's not lake or creek or anything?
No, no creek, no lake. Well, there is a lake, but that's not in the name.
And then across the street, I gotta start that over again. Not a whole lot of separation in between some of the sites.